round one.
But he has terrifically fast feet. Everything's about trying to land that right hand. Harlem Eubank learning all of the time and starting to work out on this journey, maybe later in the year, just how good he might be. But he is always developing, Barry, a fighter who's always looking to improve in every outing on Channel 5.
Yeah, and I think it's evident in every performance. He brings something new, a little bit, it's only little bits of improvements, but those little improvements make a massive effect on his performances. I think he's really been a growing fighter of late. But as always, the guys who are always learning stuff and trying to evolve, it's important for Ellis for me to start fast and just try and get a little bit of panic on Eubank if he can. Just try and make him a little bit untidy. Once Eubank gets into his rhythm, it's going to be hard for Ellis to knock him out of that.
Lost all 8 rounds last time against Calvin McCord in Glasgow. Another late shout, that Ishmael Ellis, former Midlands lightweight champion. What can he do here tonight against Harlem Eubank? They've been around the place these last few days. The team from the boxing booth gym, Charlie Beat in the corner for Harlem Eubank tonight, and such a tight team, so impressive, really good feeling about them at the moment. Right hand there from Eubank, first significant punch to land.
Just needed that left foot a little bit closer there, so when he launched with that right hand there, he didn't quite punch through the target there, Eubank. Those little fidgety movements that he makes, little dips of the shoulders, just Ellis struggling with that at the minute.
Great shot to the body there from Eubank.
Felt that, didn't he, Ellis there? A real powerful shot there from Eubank. Nice straight right hand. Those little step, those little feints with the feet. Really impressive there from Eubank.
Of course, he's not renowned for power. Just 6 stoppages in those 17 wins, but we've seen it, haven't we, against Mashadod, against Petar Alexandrov, 2 great left hooks, and I think he feels that he can not necessarily grow into his power, but certainly develop it. He sets things up right with his super quick feet.
Yeah, and the technique's good as well, so you know, if he gets the feet in the right place and pushes through the target, then the technique on its own will have the effect of a weighty shot. And also the speed that he throws it as well, that reaction is hard to counter off that.
Very impressive opening round. Dominated but failed to stop. Last couple of opponents, Tom Farrell, Miguel Antin, that super late replacement you might remember at the York Hall, who proved incredibly durable. But he's so calm, Harlem Eubank. He's almost got this zen feel about the way he goes about things. Great karate background. I think you see that calmness in the work that he does. He seems to find time to do the right thing. Of course, the pressure on him will increase as the level does.
Again, it's it's not in the script. Pretty sure of that.
In mixed martial arts, that's what they call a takedown.
With cross codes at the moment, they might become a regular feature.
It's interesting to see Eubank starting to jab to the body as well, just changing level with that excellent lead left hand.
Ellis trying to wait here and trying to counter punch, but I tend to feel that the sharpness and timing is a little bit more in the favour of Eubank, so do you think he'd be better served just trying to close the gap a little bit more? Throw some feints like Eubank's doing himself, throw some feints and try and just make it a little bit untidy for Eubank. Lose his shape a little bit, and then you get a little opportunity there to hit with a clean target.
Eubank does strike you as an opponent who is better in the ring than you expect him to be. I think plenty of fighters have found that. He's sort of not outgrowing the name, but proving that he's a lot more than just the name.
It's these little movements. He's always fidgety. No, his upper body's always fidgety, and then with that, you're on red alert, if you like. But he's stealing the space with that front foot. That makes him. While he's doing that, it's disguising what his feet are doing. He's getting closer to the target to try and land that right hand or double jab his way in. And it also keeps you in a reactive mode rather than proactive. Takes away your offense.
Isn't far off with that left hook, that signature punch of Harlem Eubank. Now Ellis tries to make it scrappy and hold.
But by making it scrappy with Ellis, he has to hit the target. Good jab there from Eubank.
Yeah, not as smooth from Harlem Eubank. Ellis making it a little scrappier, but still a dominant round. Very wise words of that great boxing man, John Pegg.
Seconds out, round 3.
How fantastic it is to see him around the place. Right hand there from Eubank, just staggered the legs of Ellis momentarily, certainly threw him off balance, if nothing else.
Yeah, but Ellis was looking to hold there, but he wasn't close enough to the target to do so, and that allowed Eubank to take a little step to the right and let that shot go.
Previous Harlem Eubank fight at the York Hall against Miguel Antin, George Groves made a point alongside of highlighting how cleverly he uses those feints, and he's doing it again tonight.
Yeah, like I said, the feints, the fidgety movements, but it just disguises what his feet are doing. Oh, good shot.
And instantly, Ishmael Ellis looks to hold.
See, a good feint will stop your opponent and give you time to close the gap or let your punches go. Gives you a little bit of an extra second just to make your move.
He is a huge fan, you could even say disciple of Sugar Ray Leonard. Harlem Eubank, you can see that, those echoes, those reflections in much of what he tries to do.
Yeah, because when he's comfortable, when he has a fighter squared up on the ropes, he lets his hands go, doesn't he? He flurries, and that was obviously a Ray Leonard trait. But just it's very difficult to match the hand speed of the great Sugar Ray.
Yeah, just to be clear, I'm not comparing them, just pointing out some of those little touches.
It's good display so far from Eubank, and he hasn't allowed Ellis into the fight yet. It hasn't been a real clean-cut performance, but he's dominating the centre of the ring. The fidgety movement stopping Ellis from doing any real decent work.
It's great to hear the chants echoing around this Meadowbank Arena for Lee McGregor. It's building towards our main event tonight. Hugely popular figure, of course, but still waiting for this one to catch fire. And there's a lecture here from Darren Maxwell for Ishmael Ellis.
There's a double jab there. Eubank, he makes that feint and dips the shoulder. That's a double jab move. That is to get close. He saw that right hand.
Ellis is intent at the moment on surviving in there. Arena, and here's some of the action from that previous round, Barry. He's struggling to land too much clean at the moment, Eubank.
He is, but I think it was notable there, that big right hand that he's missed a few times in the previous round. He got close to the target there and did land with it, so I think there's a lot to build on going into this next round here for Eubank.
What is going to be fascinating with Harlem Eubank is when he is stepped up, when he does challenge for a title, whatever that title might be, we will find out how good he is. We know he's improved, we know he's very good, we know he's been impressive, but this is a sport of levels like no other. We've been on the journey with him. We're going to start, I think, finding much more out later this year.
And you're right, and people move up the levels and get exposed, people move up the levels and they rise to the occasion. All you can do is the best. You just got to hone your skills, become the best you can be for your starting, to the best you can possibly be. Add as much as you can without losing your strength, and then when you get to that level, you pass the test, you don't pass the test. But you learn from every fight. So a good right hand there from Eubank, and that's important. And again,
landed 3 really good right hands as Ellis looks to hold again, making it scrappy here.
The upper body movement and the feints have just literally closed Ellis off for any real effective offense. Yeah, it's close there.
Good accuracy with that jab from Harlem Eubank.
I think Eubank can feint now and dive in with a left hook.
It is a nightmare in there for Ellis because he's not really been able to do any effective work at all. He's just been spoiling. Eubank looking to load up with that right hand, trying to set it up with the jab.
And that's why I think Eubank should dip and throw the left hook, because he's coming in that right hand all the time. Ellis should be able to read that now and get low and be able to roll underneath it. Oh, good shot from Eubank. Called Ellis flush.
He won that Midlands lightweight belt at the third attempt. Ishmael Ellis then lost it in his first defence against Joe Ducker. He says he's boxed with niggles. He's got tennis elbow, which causes him a great deal of pain. He's had a hand injury as well. Starting to feel a bit sorry for himself here tonight, I'm sure.
But all it takes is a little bit of success. He lands with a good shot, you know, that mental thing, and you move on.
The Meadowbank Arena, here's some of the action. Harlem Eubank dominating again in a scrappy fight, Barry.
It is a scrappy fight, and he's finding it hard to close the distance effectively here, Eubank, but he is dominating, and he's got closer and closer with that solid right hand now. Ellis needs to show us something here now.
We build towards our special main event. Crowd in great voice here. This just the appetizer. Right hand again from Eubank. Needs to make sure he stays switched on here.
If he gets lower, Eubank, then he can slide in closer to the target, then throw that right hand. He's in a safer position there to go there.
Maxwell doing his best here. He's our scoring referee for this 8-rounder. Right now, that won't be his most difficult job. Just in the background there, you can see Boxing royalty that is filing into the building. It's great to see faces from Scottish boxing, from Edinburgh boxing. Josh Taylor is over there. Amazing Alex Arthur as well. How many nights he had here, good and bad, but this was his place. Rebuilt in 2017, but still the spiritual home as Harlem Eubank gets to work. There is Alex Arthur on the right. Sometime Channel 5 co-commentator as well. Now Eubank pressuring Ellis in the corner.
Just holding on there, Ellis not looking to work, and that's going to be a problem for him there, the referee. So he's been warned already. Oh, snappy left hook there from Eubank. Well timed. Yeah, let's look at the hold again. Scrappy stuff.
Ellis just charging in low and losing his balance again. Got his own business as a gas engineer. Ishmael Ellis says when he trains he's got long days, and picked up and put down there by Harlem Eubank.
Got to double that jab up Eubank.
Having a frustrating evening here against an opponent who's trying to frustrate him, but he's getting the job done.
He is getting the job done, and he's landing some good shots. It's just there's no continuity in his work. You know, if he can land with 2 or 3 punch combinations, which I think he's capable of, then he might start to break Ellis down.
And of course, comparing performances is always a dangerous thing to do in boxing, but Dalton Smith retired Ishmael Ellis in 3 in February 2021 on the undercard of Warrington Lara. Sort of levels that Harlem Eubank is aiming at, but as I said, I think those sort of comparisons aren't very fair. The nights are different, the ambition maybe is different too. And we'll just focus on this display.
And your strengths and weaknesses are also very different, so you know it can vary on fast. A lovely jab, lovely jab. But I still think he needs to double it up though, Eubank.
And he's very accurate with it. He's snapping it right into the face of Ellis. Blood to the nose. And Eubank has such a speed advantage on Ellis of feet and hands. It's so apparent.
Yeah, it is a good. As you were saying it, he just demonstrated there by jabbing to the body and skipping out of distance. Just can't quite get the distance right with that right hand though, can he? He's just either too close or too far away from really fully connecting with it.
Great sense of expectation here in Edinburgh as they wait for their hero. Lee McGregor is going to get some welcome.
So I'm a little bit disappointed in Ellis. I thought that this is a really big moment for him. I thought he was going to, because he's not a bad little fighter as he goes. I've seen him perform quite well. But I thought he'd make a real effort here. And I know it's harder to do sometimes than what we're seeing. Just go forward, it's easy to say. But he hasn't really tried. Or really, not tried, he hasn't really committed to anything of any note. That's probably the biggest effort he's made. He's constantly looking to go to the floor every time there's a clinch.
I think Darren Maxwell's had enough here. It's another little lecture there for Ellis. Yeah, the disappointing thing in a way, he's talked of wanting big nights, big paydays. He knows his limitations, but going in against opponents, but a performance like this does not get you that again.
And this it's a big platform. It's a massive opportunity for him against Eubank, who you know, he's a sharp puncher, but he's not a big puncher, so you know the risk factor of going forward is reduced, of course.
Oh, left hook there from Eubank. He landed that time, and then the right to the body drops Ishmael Ellis. How much does he have left here? Just survives, but there was some power from Eubank, and that's the tiredness of Ellis too. Talk us through this, Barry.
Well, I'm saying he couldn't quite get the distance right on the right hand, but he got it there, didn't he? Feinted with the jab low, come back over the top with a short right hand. There you go, the eyes go low, the right hand goes high. Follows it with a nice little snapping left hook right on the button, and Ellis then knew where to go and look for the floor. And I think it was probably the bell saving him.
Round 7.
Penultimate round. Can Harlem Eubank get the 7th stoppage of his career? How much does Ish Ellis have left here?
But the focus has been good from Eubank. A frustrating opponent against a little bit negative, and he's kept his shape, kept trying to go to work.
Yeah, he has controlled the controllables really well.
Yeah, it's good right hand there from Eubank, and again.
And has Ellis in that corner again.
Referee's going to throw him out in a minute.
It's another warning. Just about had enough here, Darren Maxwell. Again, he sinks to a knee, and again, let's hear what the referee's got to say.
It's a point.
Yeah, he's taking a point. It's persistent offending, isn't it?
That's it. Oh, good shot there from Eubank. The jab's been good from Eubank, let's not forget that.
There's that left hook again from Eubank. I think he feels that Ellis might be ready to go here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And this time the difference is 90 seconds left, but he waves it off. John Pegg waved the towel.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Timekeeper Jim Kirkwood records 1 minute 30 seconds of round number 7, the end of the contest. Referee Darren Maxwell has stopped the bout. He has accepted the retirement of the red corner. The winner, still undefeated as a professional boxer, Harlem Eubank.
So Harlem Eubank with some satisfaction there. He stuck to his task really well.